Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. On a scale of 1 to 10, it was solid. I'm going to give it a 6. We see, okay, so Summer comes into today is Thursday, May 11th, 2023. So Summer comes into Crimson Lights. She sees Daniel and she's ready to go. But of course, Sharon stops her and she wants to give her hugs and say, you need to talk to someone and you like this and that. And I'm like, Sharon, let this girl go. Let me give you a cup of coffee or tea. So then she's talking to Sharon, and then Summer's just like, Sharon, listen, I have to go. And then Daniel comes up and he was like, can you please talk to me? So Summer sits down with Daniel and she tells him, I wish I had never told you because clearly you don't care about what happens to mom. She's like, I'm trying to figure out a way for her to get out of this. And all you keep saying is, we gotta let people know. We gotta let people know. And so he said, don't you dare say I don't care about mom, just because I feel like we need to let people know about what's going on. Aren't you tired of getting hugs and condolences? And what about Kyle and knowing Diane is innocent? And she said, "Well, I'm gonna figure out what's going on, but you need." She pretty much told him, "You need to be quiet." Now they didn't see, but Chance was looking in on all of this, but I guess he couldn't hear what they were saying. So he sits with Daniel and he asks Daniel, about tell him that, sometimes when people pass, it brings families closer or apart. And Daniel says, well, Summer doesn't really, want it's making them further apart. And he said, any news or updates on the case? And Chance is like, pretty much no, but they know Diane didn't work alone if she did this. She didn't do it alone. So then we see Summer. So we see Sharon and Chance talk, and he tells her, that Daniel and Summer seem to be growing further apart. And she said, yeah, I saw that. I hate that for them. Any updates on the case? And I said, Sharon, why you need to know any updates? I'm sorry, they just made Sharon has no storyline. She's just a busybody. Even this romance with her and Chance is going nowhere because she's just there to be a sounding board, a busybody. Honestly, Sharon is Tracy. That's how they've made her character. But anyways, that was nothing with them. So then Adam calls Sally and lets her know that everything is a go with his dad, and he's gonna let him have full autonomy over who he hires. So think about the job. So then Sally goes and she talks to Nick, and she tells Nick, keep an open mind. We all knew Nick was not gonna keep an open mind. He does not keep an open mind. He's just like, I tell you, let me invest in your business so you could work on your own, but you'd rather go and work for Adam. Like, make this make sense, Sally. And excuse me, sorry about that. And she tells him, she needs to start thinking about doing. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why she won't let Nick invest in the business, but then you want to go like your business that you actually want to run and do, but then you want to go over here and work for Adam, which is just entangling you deeper with him. And so Nick doesn't understand it, and he lets her know, like, you might think that everything is going to be fine, but this is just another way for Adam to control you. And she was like, I'm so good at reading the Newman Men. I know it's about ego and power and all this now. Well, then act like it, ma'am. I'm just saying, you my girl. But if you want to be with Adam, be with Adam. I don't blame Nick for being upset about you wanting to take this job. You already having your child with him, so I don't blame him. You're already having your child with Adam. Now you're going to be working for him. Y'all are going to be around each other all the time. So you need to make, because he's like, why Adam is really doing this. But Sally said, listen, I need a job, so I don't care. So then she goes and tells Chloe, and Chloe feels the same way. Like, why are you doing this? Why will you take a job offer from Adam, but you won't take the funds that we need to get our business off the ground and to stay afloat until we have other clients come in from Nick? It doesn't make sense why you're doing this. And Sally said, I'm tired of people trying to tell me about my life. It's my life, and I said, girl, now Sally, I hate to do you like this because you my girl, but you didn't even know who you were pregnant by. You've been bouncing back and forth between two brothers. Honestly, you shouldn't be pregnant by Adam because you were with Nick. and then you go and sleep with Adam and you get pregnant and you didn't know who the father was. So now you have to deal with Adam. You say you don't want to be around him. You say you want to set up boundaries, but when Nick could give you the money so that you could continue to set up boundaries and continue to have your standards, you don't want that. You want to go over here with Adam. So if you want Adam, be with Adam. Like, you can't tell anybody you know how to run your life, because it looks like you're running it amok. It's a mess. You're running it a mess. And so Chloe just tells her, listen, not me. Not me worked for Adam. You remember how that was. And she was like, I'm not gonna be where we depend on how Adam's mood is. Because we already were with the Newmans and they didn't like you. Adam left and did all of that mess, and you went downhill, and then Victoria took over and got you out of there. What if Adam does the same thing again? Because I don't care what you say, his dad is going to have control of that company too, no matter what he tells him. So I'm not going to put my future in Adam's hands. And she said, you could do what you want to do, but if you accept that job offer from Adam, you're accepting it alone. I said, okay, so if she accepts it, this is how they're going to get Chloe out of the way so that her and Adam have to spend more time together. I get it. Okay, I get it. And so Chloe was just like, because you're going to be accepting that alone. And I don't blame Chloe for that, because I totally understand what she's saying. She was like, why would we accept this job offer from him when Nick can give us the money and he be a silent investor and we could do what we want to do with our company? But you want to go and work for someone? Girl, please. Chloe is like, I already know what this is about. So then Adam, being Adam, goes over here to Tucker and Ashley, and he starts flaunting about how, oh, McCall is just such trash. It's just such, it ran into the ground. I can't believe you did this. And Tucker's just like, it doesn't matter to me. He said, kiss my butt. And then Ashley tells Adam, Tucker was going being a better person. Like, you should try that sometimes, because there was no reason for Adam to be a jerk towards. So you already got the company and everything. Why? Why? And so Adam ends up leaving, and then he ends up running into Nick. And Nick is just like, you're offering her this because you want to have Sally with you. And we both know Dad is not going to let you run this company the way you think you're going to run it. And he said, Adam just tells Nick, I love Sally. And I'll always be there for her. Can you say the same? I don't know. I don't know if Nick loves Sally. Excuse me, but because I don't know if Sally even loves Nick, but they are in a relationship. And we know why Adam really offers Sally this job. He could say all day long that it's because she's so great, and he wants her. She's so great, and she was great as CEO. But you want her to be around you so she could fall for you against her. We know. So Ashley and Tucker are talking, and she just says how it stresses her out about Diane, and he tells her he wished there was something he could do, but at least he could, at least he's there to try to make Diane uncomfortable and all that, and for to give her some moral support. And she thanks him for that, and then that's pretty much it with them. So then Jack and Ashley talk, and he tells her the reason why you hate me with Diane so much is because you know how you feel about Tucker. And she said, well, if you know that I feel that way about Tucker because you felt that with Diane, why can't you be supportive? He said, because unlike you, he said something like, I win, or I have an advantage. And I was like, sir, this is your sister, because I have a heart and I open mine up, and you can't trust Tucker. So Ashley ends up leaving and slamming the door. And so then Tucker talks to Diane, and he pretty much tells her, I can give you money to go on the run. Because you won't get convicted. There's a possibility you're gonna get convicted. And even if you don't, you're gonna ruin Summer and Kyle's marriage. And so he's just talking to her, getting in her head, and Diana's like, leave me alone. And so then when Jack comes in, Diane is snappy because Tucker done worked on her nerves so bad. And so he tells her, don't be like that. She said she wished she had never came to town. And he said, no, don't be like that. He loves her. And so he's glad that she made it in, she came back into town, and she's in their life now. And everything is gonna work out for. I think it's gonna work out fine. It's gonna. But anyways, that's it with them, y'all. He was just happy, and it's gonna work out. And then we see Daniel send Jack a text message saying we need to meet. I said, Daniel, you're not loyal to. Oh, That's it, y'all. That is the Young and the Restless for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps Young and the Restless edition. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.